Hello everyone, welcome to another video for Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. This is episode 44, Pitch Dark, Total Stealth Variant, and this is an S-Rank walkthrough. This is another one of these missions that we've already done before, so in the case of, to get through this quickly, I edited this heavily, actually. Of course, you want to start just like the previous mission, where we started at the other village. You make your way through the village stealthily, and then you finally come to this area. It's basically the exact same strategy. I think we're dealing, though, with some mines here, though, now that they've actually put down, because I've been going through these areas quite stealthily. So keep that in mind as well. But, you know, this is where the game gets incredibly stretched out, where it doesn't really make sense why they've had these jumbled up, mixed up at the end with story missions. The story missions are very few here at the end, so it's mainly these redo missions of missions that we've already done. So it's kind of ridiculous. It's very stretched out at the end. And it really feels like these redo missions with these different variants. It's like a little bit different flavor for these missions, of course, but it just seems to me like a lot of filler at the end, unfortunately. Even though they're fun, I mean, they are fun to do. I think it would have been much better, as I have said before in the previous videos that I've done. I think it would have been better if they would have had all the story missions all together, and then maybe once you're done, you can go back and you can choose, you know, hard or extreme, Euro extreme, basically like they've done with all the other Metal Gears. I don't know why this was a little bit, they chose to go a little bit different route with this one. It's quite a departure from the original Metal Gears, in the case of pretty much everything, honestly. And it's not that that's a bad thing. I mean, I really enjoyed this game. But up until this point, you start to get a little tired. At least I did. I started to get a little stretched out, a little tired, because of, you know, you're redoing these missions once again, and then you have to replay them over and over and over again. To also, if you want to go back and you want to get all the objectives as well. So there's quite a lot of you know, being very repetitive, basically towards the end here, and I think that was unfortunate. I mean, who knows what's up with that? I don't know if that's the whole Kojima debacle that's been happening. I mean, who knows what was going on there? I mean, you would think that this was all pretty much done, you know, by the time that they had their feud with Konami, but who knows how long that was going on. Maybe there was like a Konami trying to, you know, take over the project, or, you know, get their hands in there. I mean, who knows? I mean, they are the publisher. I mean, it's pretty much, they own the franchise pretty much. But, you know, I always hate that you know, a studio wants to dip their hands in the director's business when they all have everything planned out. They should say, if the studio wants to say, we would like to have this, this, and this in the game, can you incorporate that in there? Then let the director go and put his flavor in the game. I mean, it is his game, to be honest. That would have been okay, but it seems like maybe the studio tried to put their hands in it when the development was going on. And saying, once they had everything finalized what they wanted, and then the studio says, no, we want this and this and this and this, and then maybe Kojima had to go back and, you know, kind of mess up what he had. But I don't really know what the whole idea is there. It seems like maybe that's what a little bit like it was, because there's a lot of filler here at the end. I really don't. It's like maybe it was kind of unfinished almost. But I know a lot of magazines and gaming sites are giving this a 10 out of 10. I wouldn't give it a 10. I wouldn't give it a 10. I'd probably give it a 9. or 9.5. I mean, it's hard to say. But I've really enjoyed it. But it does have its flaws, and this being one of them, with the absolute stretching of the story missions and these filler replay missions. This is incredibly annoying. Jumping over this the fencing there, or railing, is incredibly annoying, especially when you're on a mission like this and you're trying to stay as stealthy as possible. So, just like the last time, once we turn off the pumps there, we got to get the hell out of here. So, repeat of the same thing that we did last time. But this mission, I actually like this mission. If it wouldn't be for the first part, where you're dropped off in the other village and then you have to kind of navigate through it, and it's something that really stretches out this story. I think it would have been a little, better if they would have gave you the option later on, at least in the game, to be able to be dropped off closer to this area here. But for whatever reason, they want for you to just go through this whole thing, which is not terribly hard. It's just very time-consuming. There's a lot of time-consuming parts in this game where they have some missions where you could just pretty much bypass the first part and really just get to the end. It would be a lot quicker. But they really like to stretch out a lot of these areas, a lot of these missions. A little more than what I think they should, but I can see maybe doing it one time, but then for multiple times, it really gets stretched, especially when you have to do the objectives in a lot of these areas, and then you have to go through the missions, and you start to get a little tired after a while. There's no doubt about that. You start to get a little tired. Especially for anyone that's going for achievements or trophies or whatever. You start to get a little tired towards the end. Because I am, and I'm enjoying this game immensely. And I still started getting a little tired, but here I edited out all this stuff. I got the rocket launcher. And also keep aware of those hyenas. Those things are annoying. But you're going to blow up this tank once again. And then you'll be good to go. So now we're going to want to get out of the hot zone. And then you're going to want to call in the chopper. And we're going to be done. So, again, repeat of the mission. I hate that we have to, replay all these missions. It gets a little stretched out, but pretty much an easy S rank, though. Just like before. Total stealth really isn't that big a deal because we went through stealthy before anyway. So, but yeah, guys, if you guys could give a like, I would appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks a lot, guys. Take it easy.